Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Downton Abbey, A New Era. And this is the most British movie ever. Just right off the top, there you go. And this is from director Simon Curtis, who has previously done work on The Art of Racing in the Rain, Goodbye Christopher Robin, Woman in Gold, and now is taking the reins on the Downton Abbey story here. And right off the bat, wanted to say, I never watched the show. I did watch the last film, and so this is coming from somebody who doesn't have the strongest connection here, but I have to say, when John Lund's score comes rolling in, I feel like I've watched Downton Abbey the whole entire time it was on television. It just brings a feeling and just grabs you and pulls you in to this experience. And right off the bat, the film starts with these beautiful shots, and once the sprawling camera comes across the front of the estate up to Downton for the first time, you're just like, damn, okay, we're at Downton Abbey now. But it starts off with this wedding, and there's not really much dialogue. It's all music, swelling music, and laughter and engagement. There's some dialogue, but this wedding sequence and the follow-up reception does such great work in showing the chemistry of this cast. And that's one of the most important things. The chemistry of this cast is off the charts. And if it wasn't for that, because you can tell relationships between people because how well these characters interact with each other, and you're just sitting there like, oh, I feel like I've known these people for years. And the cast is so impeccable. And the screenplay does a nice job of laying in enough exposition to keep you grounded and figuring out where you're at, to be able to keep track of everything, even if you aren't a diehard Downton Abbey fan. And I appreciate that a lot, because it really does help somebody coming in who hasn't seen the series be able to keep track of things, and I was able to. And obviously there's probably a lot to being able to have seen the show that adds some layers, but I feel like this does enough to keep you centered and engaged. And the story, because the direction is refined and classy and beautiful, the cinematography, the music, everything, it does very well. And tonally, it's able to balance. There are some heavy moments in this film, and I honestly got emotional. And I'm like, I've met these characters, this is the second film, and I feel like I connect so well with them, and I care, and I feel when things might not be going well, or something tragic might happen, and just bam, emotions. But this film really focuses on a couple of very specific plot points. You have Maggie Smith, who's the matriarch of this whole entire family, who is the best. She kills it. She's amazing, and she's the best character in this whole entire movie. And she gets this villa in the south of France on the Riviera left to her. So some of the family, including some of the major characters, including Robert Grantham and his wife Cora, played by Hugh Bonneville, and Elizabeth McGovern, and some of the other family go off to the south of France, including Jim Carter, playing Mr. Carson, the butler, goes off with them. But then back at Downton, they're making a film, and Hugh Dancy is directing, and you have Dominic West starring in this, and you have Michelle Dockery's Mary, who stays back and kind of is running the house while they're all gone. And you have these two different stories, why is this villa being left to Maggie Smith, and the mystery that might go along with that, and all the crazy tensions heightening at the house while they're trying to film the silent film, and then have to switch to a talkie in between because it takes on the world of cinema at that particular moment. And there's a lot of moving pieces here. There's a lot of subplots here. And the movie's definitely overstuffed. And they definitely have some moments where they like play stuff safe. And like this isn't the boldest and most like out there and unique kind of film you're going to find. But what this film does have is charm and poignant emotion and great characters, and just all these moving pieces flow well together, honestly. And all these threads kind of come together. They each have some kind of significant payoff. And in many ways, it's really seeing the evolution of this family that really keeps you grounded in this film, and their love for each other and how everything comes together. I thought this was a lovely film. I think it is a really good sequel to the last film. It takes the Grantham family into a new direction. And I appreciated the new challenges that they posed, and giving every character from top to bottom some form of shining moment. And that's really impressive for a 2-hour and 4-minute movie with like 50 million characters in it. So overall, I think they did a really refined job with this sequel. But those are my thoughts on Downton Abbey, A New Era. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.